Hey friends, welcome to your Feel Good Flow. This is about 30 minutes. It's gonna be nice and flowy and gentle and mellow and feel good and stretchy and embodied. So that means be in your body. If something feels good, stick with it. If something doesn't, don't do it. You have full control over what you wanna do based on what your body's telling you. I am 4.5, almost 5 weeks postpartum. So if I take a modification that you don't want to take, or if I use props that you don't want to use, then just do your thing. Okay, we're gonna get started laying on our backs today. I also highly recommend putting on a playlist that you love. All right, so come onto your backs. If you want to place a bolster underneath your hips, this is a great spot to do it. And then we're gonna take legs up the wall, but not against the wall unless you want to. Otherwise, just stick your feet up towards the sky and close your eyes down. And place your hands on your belly or on your chest or one of each. And let the air really fill up the middle cavity of your body and let it feel really, really nourishing. Take just a few moments at the beginning of class to meet yourself here. So bring your body here. If you have a lot of thoughts and mental chatter, maybe start to focus on your breath or any sensations that you feel in the body instead of going on that repeat loop in your mind. And then meet yourself here with your heart, with your intention, with any goals or any questions that you have. One more breath. Exhale, open your mouth, let it go. You can blink your eyes open or you can keep them shut, and we'll take just a few circles with your ankles. And then switch the direction of your circles. Good, stretch your arms overhead. Take a big breath in to fill up. And then as you exhale, bend your knees and then bend your elbows. We're gonna call these angel wings. So you bring your elbows down towards the side of your body. And then inhale to straighten both arms and legs. Exhale to bend. Bring your elbows down by your sides. Just simple movement back and forth with your breath. Let's do one more. Good. If you were using that bolster, you can push through your feet to remove it as you lift your hips up. We'll need it again in a minute, so don't put it too far away. All right, from here, we're just gonna softly drop our knees side to side in this grounded bridge pose. So we're not lifting our hips up, our pelvis is on the mat, but we're shifting knees side to side, and then eventually let this motion start to take you all the way so that you roll onto your right side and reach your left hand for the opposite corner of the mat. And left knee drops down. And then come through center, knees drop to the left, right arm reaches up and over. Move through center. Move really slowly and sweetly like you're moving through honey. Keep switching side to side. Get that big reach to the arm so that you feel a stretch in your side body and your lat. Maybe the front of your hip flexor. If you'd like to make this a little bit more active, on the bridge portion, you could lift your hips. So as we roll onto the right side, you could push extra hard through your left foot to lift your left hip up. And then lower back down, roll to the left, push through your right foot to lift your hips up. But that's just an option. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Next time you roll over to the right side, stay there. You can use your right bicep as a pillow for your right ear. And then take a quad stretch. So bend your left knee and catch the top of your left foot with your left hand. Tuck your pelvis under to increase the sensation on the front of your thigh. Breathe in here. You can breathe through the front of the shoulder and chest. Good. As you exhale, pull your left knee into your chest, round through the back body. Inhale here into the back of the rib cage. Good. Exhale, left knee moves back through center. Inhale, quad stretch. Exhale, left knee to chest. Breathe in through the back of the heart. Breathe out, stack left knee towards right. And one more time, inhale to your quad stretch. Exhale, left knee to chest. And stay for a breath in. And exhale, we'll roll through center all the way to the other side. So now left arm can be a pillow for your left ear. And then curl your right heel in towards your glute. Hold on to the top of the foot. Take a minute to avoid that big arching through the low back. So we're going to pull our tailbone down between our knees. Inhale into the quad stretch, into the front of the right chest and shoulder. And exhale, round the body. Pull your right knee in towards your chest. And then find that breath make its way to the back body as you curl in. And then exhale, move back through where you started. Breathe in, quad stretch. Breathe out, right knee into chest. Stay for an in-breath. And exhale, move that right knee back. One more time. Good. Roll all the way back through center. Take a big, giant morning stretch through arms and legs. Exhale, let your bones drop for a minute. And stay here as long as you need. As you're ready, roll onto a side. And then this is a great place to use your bolster or your pillow or rolled up blanket. And we're gonna come to kneeling, but then bring that prop between your heels and your bottom and sit down. You could also place a block on either side of your hips to bring the ground up to you. All right, so in this kneeling position, just take a wiggle side to side with your hips. Kind of unlock your pelvis here, unlock your rib cage and your spine and your shoulders. Good. Right hand plants down on the outside of your right hip. Inhale, stretch left arm up and overhead. Big left side body stretch. As we exhale, we bring our left fingertips to the outside of our right knee. And again, this is kind of a funky stretch. You should feel it in the back left side of your body. Good. Inhale, open up again. Left arm over towards the right side. And exhale, now we sweep left arm over. So we're going to switch it out. Left hand to the block or to the ground. Breathe in, right arm up and over to the left side. Breathe out, right fingertips come to the outside of left knee. Inhale, side stretch again before exhaling to sweep through center. So it's kind of like a 3 to 4 part breath. Keep moving side to side. Inhale, side stretch. Exhale, diagonal fold. Inhale, return to the side stretch. Exhale, sweep through center. Move with your own breath. Other side. Let it feel really fluid. Feel free to linger in any place that feels good. Next time you make it over to the right, let's hold the side stretch. You could even bend your left elbow and place it on the back of your skull. Breathe into the left lung. And then hold that diagonal fold, so left hand to the outside of the right leg. Hold here. Let that breath fill up your thoracic cavity. Good. Side stretch to the left and we'll hold for a few breaths. You can bend your right elbow and hold onto your head. And diagonal fold, a couple breaths here. Move through center, lift up your hips, and then you can remove the bolster. You shouldn't necessarily need it anymore, but you can have it nearby if you like to use it. And then come to a tabletop pose. We're gonna take some big half circles, so like a smiley face with our hips. Working through some glute stretch, some hip rotation, a little warm up for the wrists. Couple more on each side. And then 5 or 10 breaths to wiggle around, find some cat-cow, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to explore. Close your eyes and let it feel good. I don't think I can ever make a class where you can't explore cat-cow for a few breaths on your own. It's my favorite thing. All right, as you're ready, finish up. Good, and we're gonna take a little modified side plank. So bring your left leg out to the left side, and then your right arm out to the right side. Now we're stretching long through the left side body. Left fingertips reach up and over. Your bicep is framing your ear, and breathe in here. So we're kind of perpendicular to our mat. And then exhale, we're gonna dive our left hand underneath our right shoulder. Let your left elbow aim towards the ground. So twist through the upper spine. Inhale to open back up. You could lower your left knee and take a more real thread the needle here. Your option. So left leg can straighten and stay straight on the inhale. And then as you exhale, you can lower your left knee down as you thread the needle, diving left arm underneath right. One more. Good, inhale to open up again. This time, step your left foot towards the front left corner of the mat and then walk your hands forward. So we're in this kind of low lunge shape, but just a wider stance and a more open pelvis. Take a few rocks forward and backwards here. You could always prop up your hands onto a block if you need a little bit more room. You could take circles with your hips instead of just forward and backwards. Two more breaths. And then find your tabletop. We'll take a few more of those smiley shape faces, smiley face shapes with your hips. Nice arcing motion left and right. And 5 more breaths of cat-cow or whatever you want to do to explore. And this time we're going to stretch our right leg out to the right side and walk our left hand over to the left side so it's shooting out from the left side of our hip. Inhale to stretch your right arm overhead if you have the space. Good. Exhale, dive your right arm underneath your left. Lower the right elbow down towards the mat, even if it doesn't make it all the way. So we can stay like this or inhale to open back up. As you exhale, you could lower your right knee next to your left. Kind of square those hips to the side and then take a thread the needle. Inhale, pelvis opens to the front of the mat. We stretch long through the right side body. Exhale, option of lower right knee. Find that twist through the upper spine as you dive right arm underneath left. Let's take one more. Inhale to open. Long line of energy from your right pinky toe to your right pinky finger. Good. Now lift your right foot, step it towards the front right corner of your mat, bend into your right knee and find this low lunge shape. So it's a little bit wider stance and our left knee is pointing out more towards the side. You could prop up onto the block if you want. You could take circles in the hips. And then switch direction of the circles. Couple more cycles of breath. As you're ready, step your left foot forward and come to a forward fold at the top of the mat. This is where a block is great, and we can bend our knees as much as we want. Let our upper body fold over our lower body and let our heads drop. You shake your head yes and no. Soften your shoulders down. As you're ready, we're going to take a couple rounds of circle chair. So ground down through your feet. They should be about hip width distance apart. No need to bring them in super narrow. And then we're going to roll our body up one spinal segment at a time. Our shoulders and then our neck and then our head are the last to unfurl. Once we get to standing, hinge your hips, send them back, dive your heart forward and fold. But then don't think about it too much. Let it be really fluid and flowy, standing up and lowering back down. Thinking about creating a nice wave-like movement through your spine. Last one, come to rise. Step your foot out, so we're either way, either foot, just so that you face the long edge of the mat. Bring your toes out and your heels in, nice wide stance. Start to bend your knees, shift your weight side to side. I'm gonna try to get off of that squeaky floor, but probably not happening. So we're making our way into a goddess pose, but not super intense. So sink your hips down, place your hands on the tops of your thighs, continue to sway side to side. You can dip one shoulder, so dip left shoulder, look over the right. And then dip right shoulder to the center and look over left. 2 more in each direction. Good, back through center. And then left toes are gonna face forward, right leg straightens, left elbow comes to left knee, and right arm can reach up towards the sky or towards the front of the mat, side angle pose. Breathe in here. Exhale through center, find your goddess. And then right toes face to the back of the mat, left leg straightens, right elbow to right knee, left arm overhead, side angle to the back of the mat. Exhale through center, goddess pose. Moving back and forth, inhale, side angle on the left. Exhale through goddess. Inhale, side angle on the right. Exhale through goddess. So you know kind of the rhythm here. Maybe close your eyes, find some motion to explore. If you want to stay longer in the stretch, you have that option. And see if you notice any sensations that are new or like unique. I always feel this on the outside of my back, the side of my back. It can feel really, really good. It's a hard stretch to find. Let's do one more on each leg. Find your goddess pose again. Take a couple more dips with your shoulders. Whatever pace you want. And feel free to stay longer, but if you're ready, lower down onto the mat, have a seat. We're gonna take a Janu Shirshasana variation. Stretch your right leg long. Your left foot is going to come close towards your body, but we're not gonna cross it over, and we're not gonna drop the left knee out to the side. So kneecap is pointing up. Breathe in for a tall spine. Feel your sit bones ground and your chest lift. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Left fingertips back behind you for support. Your right elbow or your right hand can come to the left knee. Inhale through center, unwind your spine. And then exhale, take your left hand towards your right pinky toe. So forward fold with a bit of a side stretch. You might feel this a lot in the outer part of your right hamstring or maybe the left low back. Inhale through center. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold with a side stretch. 3 more times with each stretch. Just move with your breath. Finish up. When you're ready, switch sides. Extend your left leg long and then pull your right heel in towards your bottom. Find neutral with your spine. And then exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, right fingertips reach toward left pinky toe. Forward fold with a side stretch. Inhale, lift back up. Exhale, right fingertips behind you for support as you twist and peel your right shoulder open. Move through center on an in breath and then fold with your exhale. And we'll do 3 more of each stretch. Last fold. Good. Now you can continue with those types of motions if you want a little bit more, just a little bit more intensity. We're going to take alternating wild things, but instead of really emphasizing the heart opener and the shoulder opener, we're just going to lift our hips a little bit and let it feel good. So keep left leg extended. Plant your, let's see, your right hand behind you, and then we're going to bridge our hips up and kind of circle our left arm towards the back of the mat. And then lower back down, switch which leg is straight. Right leg long, left foot in, left hand behind you. And then bridge your hips up. Just a gentle modified wild thing. Switch which leg is straight. Press down through your palm and through your heel. Bridge your hips up and circle left arm behind you. Lower hips down, straighten right leg, pull left foot in, left hand behind you, wild thing. Let's do 2 more on each side. And move in a way that honors your body and doesn't force a pose. Take your time finishing up. We're gonna take a couple final stretches. So extend right leg long again, left leg long, right knee up towards the sky. This time lower your right elbow behind you. And then you can, again, sweep left arm up and over. And we're twisting our body a little bit to the right, but have the twist mostly come from above the belly button. You could also place your left hand on your right knee to help with that opening. And I just think this feels so good in my rib cage. All those hard to reach areas in the back body, kind of around where your sports bra would be. It can feel really nice to think about opening up across the front of the chest here. You could close your eyes and drop your right ear to your right shoulder, lengthen across the left side of the neck. Lift your right elbow up. Take that fold, and then we're gonna hold it for a few breaths. So right hand to left pinky finger. You could use a strap across the bottom of your foot. You could bend your left knee and place a bolster underneath it if this feels like a giant hamstring stretch. Never force anything. One more deep inhale. Open your mouth for your exhale. Sit back up, extend your right leg long, pull your left foot in, and then drop down onto your left elbow behind you. Right arm can reach back for a few breaths. Again, we're twisting from above the navel towards the left. So think about squaring your left hip crease up towards the sky. And then you could bring your right hand towards your left knee for a few breaths. And then you could close your eyes and drop your left shoulder to your left ear. Push through your left palm, lift your left elbow, and fold over your right leg. Bring your left hand towards the outside of your right foot. And then use any props you want here. One more breath in. One more breath out. Come back to sit. Wiggle out a little bit. I hope you feel really, really free in your body. Cross your legs. We're just going to take a few breaths to land here. Close your eyes down. You could take a traditional Shavasana as well. Notice that you're breathing with more ease and with more freedom, with more fullness. And please stay here as long as you need or as long as you can. If you're ready, go ahead and blink your eyes open and just slowly, softly return to the space around you. You can always rub your hands on your body if that helps you regroup here. That is our practice. I hope you feel great. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.